About God, I get emotional. I just get emotional talking about God. When I'm with somebody who really, truly loves God on the level that I love Him and understand Him on the level that I love Him, I feel that way about Him. So, most times we could talk about God and you could vibe with someone when they're really not there. So you just go through the motions for your own salvation. You explain to them about Islam and the way of Islam, how it is wholeheartedly and truthfully. Mm-hmm. Which there's no compulsion, there's no hatred. It's insane how different religions have different variations, and we're supposedly be the same under the same God, which is Allah. And it's a complex situation when we deal with religion. His salvation, His understanding, He's enlightened me. Before I became a Muslim, I've known Muslims all my life. But I never had any inclination of becoming a Muslim because I didn't think their conduct I thought it was all hypocritical. But then when you run into people, individuality allows people to act certain ways, and certain people conduct themselves in other ways, and certain people conduct themselves in ways that are different from that. And I was just saying, a Muslim is just your conduct. And when you conduct yourself Islamically, and only God can judge you. Basically, men judges men's action, God judges your heart. I like to believe so. I like to believe I'm a better individual now. Every now and then I go off the handle and I may curse someone out or be upset. But I keep my salvation with Allah. I try to get on my prayers, and I should pray more than I do. And instead of I pray like probably 3 to 4 times, I should pray the whole 5 times. Mm-hmm. And I just try,
See, it's interesting, Mike. You've become conservative over the years. I heard you talking about welfare is a bad thing, private schools may be a good thing. You're concerned about the welfare of your kids. You're concerned about violence. Not that that's a conservative posture, but you've become, in your older age, 31, soon to be, you've become a guy who's become a fairly suspicious and suspect person about the world around you.
You have to, because when you think about when people say, well, I want my kid to grow up like me, we're lucky. I'm lucky. My son may not be lucky to survive what I survived. My daughter may not be lucky to survive. I don't want them to be some radical nuts. I don't want them to say, well, we're going to fight for this cause. I want them to say yes, sir, no, sir, and just go to school. And I know people say, you weren't like that, but...
You weren't like that.
I know, but they may not be lucky and be out there in the streets hustling. I'm just so happy that they're in a situation financially, and they got a good... Listen, they got a father that cares about them, and they got a mother who's bright and intelligent and knows all... the proper way of taking care of children. And what did I have? I had a mother who was an alcoholic, and I had a father who was a pimp, a hustler in the streets. I don't know if that's going to make them a better person than I am, but hopefully from their situation they get a better life than I had.
You used to tell me your dream was to be the champ and to be the greatest champ.
Well, I'm talking about big dreams, like after fighting's over, the hell with the world. It's live your life, raise your kids. But I don't got no big dreams like I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this and I'm going to be somebody important and outraged. Nah, man. Me being champ or me being a fighter is just being one of the guys. That's not nothing serious. People take it more serious than it really is. Life is taken too serious. Life is sometimes, over-exaggerated, I think, sometimes.
You told USA Today last week that the biggest mistake you've made in your life was to get involved in boxing in the first place. That's hard for me to believe. Now, all the great things that have happened for you, there's been a lot of bad things.
More bad than good.
But not because of the sport of boxing, not because of what you did in the ring.
No, listen, boxing exposed me to other people in boxing exposed me. The only reason that other people took pot shots at me because people in boxing did. When they saw people in boxing, the writers take pot shots, write books, try to get off and exploit me. And inadvertently, they felt that it was okay, they can do it too. So everybody just took shots at me. That's how come a guy like me, what chance do I have? I have no chance in this country. I can never have started a good life, a healthy life in this country. Because it's widespread that I'm just a bad apple.
Do you have more regrets than you have dreams?
Yes. I'm just happy one fight at a time. I'm not racing to grab no title. It's one fight at a time and establish my livelihood. more so than just anything else. You know, I'm a human being. I've never been perceived as a human being. Never. I never always been perceived as a freak, an animal, some young kid that's the strongest guy in the world, or something like that. I've never been really perceived as an animal because I never broke down or cried or showed much emotion about anything that I endeavored. And so I never really been perceived as like a human. Because when people speak of me, they don't speak of me as somebody with feelings or emotions, anything.
You got 4 kids, 5? 4.
4 kids.
4 kids, including a brand new baby.
Yeah.
4 kids, brand new baby. What should they think of their daddy? That's important, what they think. No one else. It's not important what anyone, it's important what your kids think, what your wife think. What should they think of you?
I don't know, they should, they all have different, my wife is too different. I really don't know my wife that well, understand her. And I'm sure she doesn't understand me because I'm so wishy-washy sometimes. But and some people, that's their main objective, to sit down, to study their mate, and to know their every move for they can. I don't really care. Either you're with me or you're not.
What do your kids talk to you about? What do you think?
It's love. It's all about love. It's all about kisses, loves, taking them to Jeepers and taking them to little restaurants, feeding them, helping them with homework.
You're just the daddy to them.
Yeah, it's real simple.
You would hope that they would someday get all the information and still admire you as their father. Because?
Listen, I don't know about all that stuff, if they're going to admire me or anything. But I know they're going to have the chance to be a good person. They're going to have all the opportunities.